I propose a motion declaring the confidence of this board in its managing director.
Seconded.
Gentlemen? You have my vote. The motion is carried.
I asked for a unanimous vote. I wouldn't have gone on without their full support.
And they all came out in favour?
However, a few are still borderline cases.
Then they're being stupid.
They probably say cautious.
Whatever. The main thing is you won.
Yes. One surprise. Wayne turned up with Patricia's proxy.
How did he organise that?
Who knows?
I hope you put him in his place.
Not without taking quite a gamble. That's why I asked for a unanimous vote.
Well, what made you think he'd support you?
I was counting on everyone else being for me. I knew you wouldn't go against the whole board.
You took a risk.
I wasn't prepared to live with a situation where he could have me dangling.
Well, good for you. Might teach him a lesson.
I doubt it. If he keeps Patricia's proxy, I can expect more of the same.
Oh, well. One day at a time.
Right.
I don't know why anyone would even think of getting rid of Mr. Hamilton in the first place.
Not everyone knows him like we do, Rosie.
Don't recognise a good man when they see one. That's their trouble.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'd better be making tracks. I've got to get my beauty sleep.
You be careful driving back. The roads are full of idiots these days.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Good night, love.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Thanks for your moral support.
Bye. Seems it's time you ate your words about Wayne. Oh, everyone thinking that he came here to vote against his dad. Didn't turn out that way, did it? Oh, is that the last of your things?
A few shirts still there I don't want. You can give them to one of the charities.
The local church is having a jumble sale next week. I'll take them to that.
Okay.
Knew you wouldn't let your dad down. At the meeting, I mean.
Seemed the right thing to do?
Of course it was. He's just in the living room. Why don't you pop in and see him before you go? Sure he'd want to say thank you.
I was going to. I'll catch you later.
I'll be in the kitchen.
I'm glad you decided not to come over. I'm really worn out. But I'll see you tomorrow, darling. Bye.
I suppose you're wondering why I supported you.
The question had crossed my mind.
Took a big risk with the vote. I could have gone the other way and you would have been out of a job.
Why didn't you?
Gives me a buzz to know you owe your job to me.
Oh, I'm pleased to see your decision was businesslike.
Well, we'll see how you go. Any more blues on your part and I'll have the support to get rid of you properly.
You'll try.
You can bet your life on it. I've got enough pull to stir up as much trouble as I want.
The only pull you've got is what Patricia's given you, and she'll take that away as soon as she's well enough to go back on the board.
Maybe.
You're an even bigger fool than I thought you were, if you believe that. Now, why don't you just leave, hmm?
Just make sure I'm notified of the next board meeting.
Can't stay long. I'm on my way out.
It's not a social visit. Just dropped in to deliver a parcel. Present for Dominique from Rosie. She about?
No, I was taking her for a walk. What were you doing up in Sydney?
Ramberg board meeting. Mother gave me her proxy.
So you went up there to cause trouble?
Just the opposite.
Oh, I find that hard to believe.
I could have tipped Gordy out of his job if I wanted, but I chose not to.
Why?
You can't let personal feelings affect business decisions.
I bet.
It happens to be the truth.
Whatever you say. Look, I really am in a hurry.
What's the point?
Been doing a bit of crowing, has he?
Oh, it's his favourite pastime. I don't know. After all the lies he's told, he wonders why people don't believe him.
Yeah, that's his problem, I guess.
It amazes me how I managed to live in the same house as him for 20 years. She's sorting out your finances.
Yeah. Why do bills always seem to come at once?
Actually, I came over here to ask you a favour. Well, Rob and I have to go and see the solicitor tomorrow about getting custody of Domini. And I was hoping you could do some babysitting.
Sure, love to.
Oh, she's no trouble and we won't be away too long.
Look, don't worry about it. I know I've been funny with everyone lately. It'll give me a chance to make up for it.
Worried about the new rosters?
Yeah. A few other things. I don't want to bore you with it.
You wouldn't be boring me.
There's not much point, really. I know what I have to do about it. It's just a matter of getting around to it.
I hope you know what you're talking about. No, I'll get it.
Oh, guess who?
Just passing.
Yeah. Surprise visit for Plan C. Hello, Mr. Palmer.
Jill, how's it going?
Oh, fine. Oh, I've got something for you. If I can find it. It's nothing special. It's just a new telephone number.
Ah, good. I'll give it to Beryl.
Better put it in the book, otherwise it'll end up going through the wash.
Right. You won't be seeing John today.
Yeah, he's coming over for Arvo tea, actually.
Wouldn't be too rude of me if I invited myself too.
Oh, of course not. You're always welcome, you know that.
There's a couple of things I want to see him about.
Sure. Well, where is my cat, anyway?
Well, the last I saw of her, she was sunning herself out on the back steps.
Oh, that'll be right.
I'll make us a cuppa. Okay, my Beryl, if I cut this new cake?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no worries.
She's about somewhere.
Oh, there's no hurry.
Any ideas on the redecoration yet?
Well, yes, I found a couple I like. Let's see what she and Rosie think.
Good.
Any more flack from Wayne?
He's probably back in Melbourne, hatching out his latest plot.
You know, the more I think about what he did to you, the more furious I get.
I'm not losing sleep over it.
Hello there. Saw you drive up. Rosie, those the samples?
Yes, we should find something that we like.
Just got to get a cake out of the oven and we can get stuck into it. Good.
Some letters for you, Mr. Hamilton.
How many times have I told you not to slam that front door?
Sorry.
I must be teaching her bad habit.
There's one for you, too.
Oh, who'd be writing to me?
Melbourne postmark. And the sender's on the back.
Oh, Doug Palmer. Fancy that.
Got a boyfriend, hey?
Oh, don't be silly. Probably just wrote to me to thank me for the tomato seeds I sent him.
Don't you take any notice, Rosie. Tell them to mind their own business.
I better check on the cake. Don't want it to burn.
Oh, I thought I brought a bunch of colour samples with me. Could you see if they're in the car, please?
Sure.
Thanks. I thought we might have dinner again tonight. Give you and Wendy a chance to get to know each other better.
Sounds like a good idea. What time?
Oh, about 8.
I'll be there.
What about Paul? Is he free?
I heard him telling Rosie he'd be in for dinner. I suppose he should be.
Good. Invite him too. Make up a foursome. Might help Wendy relax a bit.
He's on his way to the yacht club, taking delivery of a new boat. I left a message for him there.
I didn't know he sailed.
He did quite a lot of it in the States, apparently. Hopes to take it up again here.
Oh. Oh, well, good for him.
You wouldn't catch me going out in anything that small.
Hi. With you in a sec.
Oh, personally, I don't trust anything smaller than the Queen Mary.
No sense of adventure. That's your trouble. Well, what do you think?
Nice.
A beautiful design like that, and all you can say is nice?
I do like the way they lean over. They look like they're going to capsize.
Ah, not if they're handled properly.
Suppose not.
So, I can't interest you in a spin on the harbour?
Not on your Nelly.
Nice spot, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Would have been beaut to have brought Domini to a place like this.
Well, why didn't you?
Too far away.
Could have caught the bus.
A couple of dollars in fares is a lot of money when you're on a pension.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, she might be an old stick in the mud, but I've got to take her out for a try. How about it?
You sure she won't tip over?
Of course not. Man, if she does, the worst that'll happen to you is you'll drown.
Okay, why not?
Good on you. Come on.
Mum bought it for me. I can't draw to save myself.
Looks a bit like Plan C.
Well, it's supposed to remind me of her until I can convince that stupid caretaker to let me have her.
Dad,
Hey, mate.
didn't expect to find you here.
Something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, well, I might just go down the shops. I think we need some eggs.
No, it's okay. Stay.
His name's Martin Healy. That's all I know, honest. I wouldn't know where you'd find him. It's up to you if you want to take it any further. He used to live in the area. I can hardly remember him. He used to be the hero of the football team. And then his family moved away.
Thanks, Dad.
There's one thing I ask. It's the end as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to get involved in it anymore.
Sure.
Still might be the guy you're after.
It's a good bet. You know, I'm grateful.
Sure you are. Don't think I have OT after all.
Sure.
Yeah, well, see you later.
Yeah. Dad. Thanks again. Martin Healy, eh?
You going to keep looking for him?
Of course.
I can see it's upsetting David. You going on with it?
No reason it should.
That's easy to say.
I'm not out to hurt him,
I
Jill.
know.
Where do I go from here?
Why don't you forget about it for a while? I've got some scones on. If that photograph's 20 years old, he could be anywhere. He mightn't even still be in Melbourne.
I've got to start somewhere.
Needle in a haystack.
Look, he could still be in the Air Force. I think I'll try there first.
What are you going to say? Hello, my name's John Palmer. I'm looking for Martin Healy. I don't know if he's still in the Air Force or not. I don't even know if he's still alive. Could you help me find him, please?
Something like that.
You're crazy.
I don't care how many calls I have to make. Now that I've got his name, I'm going to track him down.
Oh, I'd hate to think how many calories was that.
Kilojoules. Good to see she's not fully metric.
I'm with her. I don't understand it either.
Yeah, don't you try and explain. We've had too good an afternoon without having to put up with a maths lecture.
Fair enough.
Oh, I won't come in, thanks. I've got to sort out my washing. Get down to the laundromat.
Oh, all right, loves. Tomorrow.
Bye. And thanks for the ride and the ice cream.
My pleasure. She hasn't had a good time of it, has she?
Yeah, there are plenty of others like her around.
Here I am with more money than I know what to do with. And there are people like her who have to scrimp and save to go to the beach. Maybe there's some way I can use my money to help her out.
She's not looking for charity. Just taking her out for the afternoons brightened her up no end. That's the sort of thing you can do for her.
I'm not trying to interfere.
No, of course you won't. Come on, don't just stand there. Come on in.
I've been invited out to dinner. This daylight saving time gets away from me.
Oh, all righty. Well, thanks for the escort home anyway.
Gentleman from way back. I'm going to be late.
You'll just have to think up an excuse on the way.
See what I can. Look after yourself.
And you.
Bye.
Bye, hon.
How long were you in New York?
About 2 years.
Like it?
Well, it has its good points. And bad. Like any other place.
Yes, I imagine so.
Oh, another drink, Gordon.
Thank you.
How much longer are we expected to wait for your friend?
Not much more, I shouldn't think. He arrived home just as I was leaving and he had to shower and change.
Dedicated young businessman, by the sounds of it.
Dedicated young sailor. Well, today at least.
He's out taking delivery of a new yacht.
Ah, what's the betting lets him now? Oh, come in.
So, do you plan on doing any photography while you're here?
Oh, a few people have been badgering me. I'll wait and see.
Has to be a good offer, eh?
I am supposed to be on holiday.
Sorry I'm late. Have to blame it on the daylight saving.
I know what you mean. Paul, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Wendy. Wendy, this is Paul Shepherd.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
They tell me you're a top photographer.
I've done a bit.
Well, I'm strictly amateur. Maybe you can give me a few pointers.
Yes, well, that's enough pleasantries for now. Dinner's well and truly ready. We'll go straight in.
Thanks.
Not exactly balding and 50, is he?
Toughest city in the world to try and make it in.
Did you get a chance to visit New York when you were in the States, Paul?
A couple of weeks. I can't say New York's my favourite city.
Only place to go if you're interested in the big time.
Too much of a rat race for my liking.
You have to be tough to survive.
And you did.
It wasn't easy. It was a long, hard struggle.
I don't think people like us really know what it's like to struggle.
I do.
But I mean, if worse came to worse, you could have always wired home for money or plane ticket.
I didn't.
But you could have. Knowing that must have helped.
I worked damned hard.
I never said you didn't, but I don't think we can exactly class ourselves with the underprivileged.
Okay. There are poor people in the world. What am I supposed to do about it?
Simply recognize the fact that we don't know what it's like to have a tough time.
If you've got such a great social conscience, how can you justify spending all that money on a boat?
So I can relax. Something you should learn to do.
You're an expert, are you?
I think I know more about it than you do.
All right, when's the first lesson? When are you going out on the boat again?
Tomorrow. Early.
Fine. Pick me up at 7.
Talked yourself into that one.
Watch out you don't have a balance and fall in.
I have been on a boat before. What are you turning the engine off for?
It is a yacht. Feed the sail into that groove, will you? That's it. Now, watch out for the boom. Wind catches a sail. Could swing round and knock you for 6. Are you all right?
You idiot!
Give us your hand.
I'll swim to shore, thank you very much.
Come on, don't be silly. You know there are sharks in the harbour.
All right.
The things a man has to do to get a girl to smile.
You? I was the one who fell in the water. I still think you planned the whole thing.
Well, it's certainly much better having a smile than the way you were last night. Must admit you were a bit grim.
How would you feel? Coming home to find your mother running around with another man when your father's only been dead a few months.
Gordon's a decent bloke.
You have your opinion, I have mine.
If you keep that look on your face, I might have to dunk you again.
Don't you dare.
I think I might.
Oh, Paul, stop it!
Oh, come on, smile.
I'm warning you. Look, I'm smiling. I'm smiling.
See? Like I said, that's much better. Hey!
Serves you right.
What time are you meeting him?
The appointment's at 10 o'clock.
Well, I've got to give it to you. I never thought you'd come up with anything.
I was just lucky someone was prepared to help me.
Did you say why you wanted to see him?
Would have been silly if it's not the right bloke. I just said I had to talk to him about something.
Well, you better get going. I don't want you to be late.
No.
Kiss for good luck. And don't be too disappointed if it's not him.
I won't.
You shouldn't have got your hopes up so much.
Well, no soon enough.
Bye.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, yeah. I have an appointment to see Group Captain Martin Healy.
Your name, sir?
John Palmer.
Ah, yes. If you'll just wait here for a minute, I'll get someone to escort you to his office.
Thanks.
This way, sir. If you'd just like to take a seat, I'll let Group Captain Healy know you're here.
Thank you.
Wait me a moment, sir. Thanks. Mr. Palmer? Group Captain Healy, what can I do for you?
Love is very strange, it can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old.
When it comes from nowhere. When it comes, it changes your life. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears